What is going on, everyone? My name is Boit, and I am back with some more Age of Mythology, the Titans action, spawning in the top of the map in the blue color, playing as Isis. He's from the DoD clan, and his name is Joe. His opponent today in the red color, also from the DoD clan. This is sort of a clan wars. His name's Brickhead, and he's playing Thor. The map's Mediterranean. This is the semi-final of the RTS-Sanctuary Christmas Tournament. Best of 5 winner goes through to the finals to take on Shelty, I believe. Did I get that right? I think I got that right. Anyways, there was a bit of a spoiler there if you didn't see the other games. Yep, map's Mediterranean. Thor versus Isis, both very high-level players. This map is very difficult to tell who's actually got an advantage based on gods, because Thor's extremely strong on this map because of armory upgrades and basically all of the stuff that Thor can do. He's got stronger boats. But Isis has got so many different options that she can do. She can fast heroic, she can dock spam, she can grab 3 town centers very, very quickly with prosperity and then boom on the land while your opponent has to take down your water in order to catch up. There's so much stuff you can do. Also, Thor can also do a crazy amount of stuff. They can boom on the water so hard, make so many fishing ships, and then just like go straight to the heroic age or just do a bunch of wild things. I'm really interested to see how what Brickhead chooses to do here. He's a very, very strong Thor player and has a lot of skill in that department. If we're jumping over to his perspective, we're going to see a lot of dwarves being built here. A big part of what makes Thor so strong on Mediterranean over the other Norse gods is their ability to make dwarves and not have any repercussion for that. They gather from, I'm pretty sure at base rates, they gather at the same, no, maybe, not sure. I think they gather at a very similar rate to gatherers, 73 and 72. Yeah, 72 versus 73. So they're only 1.01 less than a gatherer on cows, on herdables. So it's actually it's much better than you think. It gets different. It gets a lot different with technologies. They start amplifying those differences. But at the very start of the game, putting them on wood and on gold is totally fine. 1.00 versus 1.08, so it's a 0.08 less for a dwarf, but you know, you're not spending that food, and you can advance to the next stage very, very quickly. You're going to see some of those fishing ships getting built as well. We've already got 6 of them out at this point compared to our Egyptian players 4. If we're jumping back over to Joe's perspective, maybe we can see what he's going to be doing. He's going 4 villages on that wood, 4 villages on that food, and 4 villages on that gold. This is very standard, very old build order. I believe the first time I saw it was DoD's Spoeft. So Spoeft's been given that information around. Oh, 1 more villager on gold. That's 1 more than we normally see. This means he wants to go very, very hard on docks and or grab that 2nd town center very early. Generally, you see that 5th villager that just went to gold there start going on to food to allow you to get to that classical age at 5 minutes. You're going to be advancing at the 4-minute mark with this build order normally. However, with that extra villager on gold, that means it's going to be more like 4:15 or 4:30, getting to that advance to the classical age a little bit later. We're seeing that temple going up right now. 2nd dock going up now for Joe. Joe's going to be wanting to put up at least 5 docks with this build order. And generally, you want to send another villager over here to build this extra dock because you've got so many to go up, and if your opponent rushes you, you're not going to be able to get those docks up. And however, if we're jumping back over to Brickhead's perspective, he's actually advancing quite fast through Freya. That's quite a fast advance time for a Thor player. He's building his 2nd dock over here, and he's got his temple off on the side here. This temple, not going to do too much, but he is going to get that Valkyrie that he can send over to harass and cast his forest fire on maybe this location, or this location, depending on where Joe does decide to start doing that. He's moving his Vera over to that town center potentially to empower in order to get the rest of that food income. Look, he's sitting a little bit low on the food. He needs to have 400 food to advance. We're seeing another house going up, monumented villages going up, all of those things going up. So looking like the 4:30 advance time is going to be coming here for Joe. 1 more villager after this one, and he's going to cancel them. He's got 3 docks already with that 4th dock coming up. So he's probably going to be able to get that one up. Brickhead's going to be hitting the classical age very soon. He's got 10 fishing ships as well, so it's quite strong. Maybe a little too many villages on gold at this point in time. Maybe he's planning on not. Maybe he's just spending dwarves here instead of gatherers and producing Herser. Yep. Kind of looks like that. And also going to be building some of those longboats straight away. It looks like houses going up as well. Need to chuck up 2 houses straight away because you got a little bit pop gap there with that Valkyrie spawn. Valkyrie's going to move in. Herser's going to move in. I would love to see walls get chucked up straight away over here just to make it difficult for Joe to escape his base and get that second gold mine later in the game. Potentially that's why he's got so many villages on the gold, which is kind of what's happening here. We're seeing walls going up straight away. We're seeing an obelisk going here. So this Herser should scout that one out as we see the priest moving in right now. There we go. Priest is moving into his line of sight. Is he going to notice this or not is the question. Yep, he notices it, so he's going to move over. That priest is going to get whacked. Potentially going to fall as well. It's quite a long distance he has to travel. We are seeing this longboat moving in and a dock already shooting away on that longboat. Jumping over to Joe's perspective, he's got 5 villagers on that gold, a lot of villagers on the food, and it looks like he's going for a fast heroic here. And he's got that monument up already, so he can build Migdol's stronghold straight away when he advances to that heroic edge. But it looks like Armory is going to go up. Valkyrie is going to be scouting this one out. Surely Brickhead's going to know that this is coming and going to adapt well because of it. Oh, looks like he's not actually going in there. He's looking for something else, unfortunately. Much prefer you to be scouting. As soon as your opponent hits that classical edge, you need to run through, see what's going on, find the armory, see how many villagers are on wood and food, and then making a choice based on that. But it looks like Brickhead is producing Herser. Something you can do as Thor is garrison your Herser into your town center. We are seeing a second town center going out for Brickhead. I love this. It's a good response to the fast heroic age. We're seeing that prosperity coming through. He pretty much knows fast heroic's coming when your opponent goes through Bast anyways. Bast means you can cast Ancestor's Eclipse. So kind of what you want to do is get your Herser, garrison them in your town center, and then maybe your opponent is going to be able to send their Sphinx in and then cast Ancestor's Eclipse on your economy, but you're already going to have all those Herser to pop out to deal with that. However, we're not seeing the Sphinx able to come forward because of all of these walls at this point. So that's going to be a really nice defense there for Brickhead. Brickhead's not going to take that too badly. There's no Ancestor's Eclipse going to come down just yet. So Joe's almost hitting that heroic age. He's got so many villagers on the gold, 17 villagers on gold. I'm not sure if he's looking to grab the second town center straight away or if he's going to be trying to fight back on the water with those siege ships. If we jump over to Brickhead's perspective, Brickhead's I thought he put some more villagers on food, but not just yet. So he is looking like he's close to that heroic age. So he could chuck up that armory, grab Skadi or Bragi, and go to that heroic age pretty quickly there. At this point, it just looks like Brickhead's managed to stop the fishing at this point, so it's nice for him there. So Joe's going to be sitting quite low on that food. Actually, food's quite high. There we go. We do see the net for these does spawn. Leviathan comes straight out, so that's going to be able to come over here and start doing a lot of damage. We are seeing siege ships coming out, so no real answer for this at this point for Brickhead. Brickhead cannot deal with siege ships. He can micro a little bit, however, it's pretty difficult. Leviathan's not really able to pick off 5 of these longboats with micro. However, once the war barges come out, they're going to be able to deal significant amount of damage. However, if Brickhead micro as well, he can dodge every single one of those shots, even though they do a bunch of damage. We are seeing a little bit of this fight coming in right now. Never want to shoot these on the moving ships. You always want to shoot them on the stationary ships if you can. If you can get that one. I'm going to see all of these guys coming out right now. It's always good to be mixing a couple of archer ships with this as well. Joe's got 700 gold in the bank, so I'm not sure what he's going to be doing with that. Looks like he's just focusing on those war barges at this point in the game. Brickhead is going through Bragi, so he's going to be able to get those hammer ships. And hammer ships plus flaming weapons is actually insane. I think there is a little bit of a bug. I'm not sure if it fixed in the Titans or not when you use flaming weapons on the hammer ships, but there's a bug that made get more than double the upgrade from flaming weapons, double the attack, I believe. It's pretty crazy. But we do see that these war barges are going to be moving in, attempting to pick off all of these docks. At this point, it might just be best for Brickhead to just go, hey, you know what, all right, you've spent how many resources? You've spent 400, 800, well, I guess you spent all of these as well, so it's kind of even, but you've spent quite a few resources to take out this location here. I can just maybe just transfer into our completely land-based economy, grab that third town center, and start booming pretty hard to a Ragnarok flaming weapons sort of play, and then try and gold starve maybe here and here. Could be the right play there for Brickhead. Interested to see how Joe decides to transition at this point. Brickhead's actually going to keep fighting here. He's producing some of those Drakars, which are the hammer ships, really good against myth units and war barges. So war barge is going to have to retreat here. Leviathan going to be doing quite a bit of damage though. It's still, even though these guys have a bonus against them, actually I'm not sure if they even have a bonus. Maybe not. The Leviathan is going to be taking a significant amount of damage there. All of these longboats are going to be moving in as well, going to be picking off all of those ramming galleys, as are the Drakars, attempting to pick off those siege war barges. Unfortunately, it looks like this fight is very difficult to be to understand who's going to come out on top. There's lots of micro going on. We are seeing Answers Eclipse is getting finally cast on the economy there. Where are all of the Hersa? Hersa fighting over here. There's not really enough. This is going to do so much damage to Brickhead's economy. Brickhead's not going to be able to keep fighting here, which means that Joe's going to be able to take this fight just by sheerly producing more. All of these Ancestors doing a significant amount of damage, picking off all of these Gatherers, and even some of these Gatherers are just going to be chilling here. These Ancestors are going to be able to kick off 4 more. This is going to be huge. All these Ancestors are going to be moving over onto the gold mine of Brickhead as well. Brickhead's going to have to put those into the town center. Oh my god, it's still 30 seconds left of this massacre. All of these Gatherers falling. He didn't manage to make it back into the town center. Brickhead's trying to make them gather while this is going on, and the fight is going significantly in the favor of Joe. Joe's taking this water. These docks are not able to produce anymore because there's no income at the moment. This Ancestor did way too much damage, and all of these villages are going to be falling. Unfortunately, Brickhead did not manage to defend against this well enough. All of these villages falling, Gatherers dying, and the Ancestors finally going to be falling to the timer. And now we see this is just way too huge for Joe at this point for Brickhead to come back in on this water at this point. He's got way too many siege units. He is managing to pick off a couple of these fishing ships back in the base of Joe. However, too many siege ships here, too many archer ships. All of this is going to fall. Brickhead's going to have to give this one up. He should definitely think about potentially, well, I have no idea what he should do at this point. Produce some battle ball maybe, grab a second town center. He's grabbing markets. It looks like he's going to that mythic age. He's trying to go to that mythic age, but is he going to have enough resources? He's got this ox cart here, which needs to move over here onto this wood location. Where is he going to send it? Looks like he's sending it over here maybe, or to these chicken. So he's trying to gather as much food as he possibly can. Go to that mythic age. I'm not sure if Ragnarok is going to be the right choice here. He doesn't have that many villages. But a very fast Ragnarok with flaming weapons might be a last-ditch attempt to gold starve. Joe's going again. Joe loves to do this very, very aggressive economic play, grabbing 3 town centers pretty much as soon as possible. It is always susceptible to that over-militarized play that we saw from Grand Monster a few games ago. A Grand Monster could push through and take out Joe's economy just with a crazy army pressure. So potentially this Ragnarok with flaming weapons is going to be able to do that. So we'll see what's going to happen here. And the armory upgrades are not coming through either. So no armory upgrades for here just yet. This cabinet's going to be picking off that Hersa, which is going to be unfortunate for Joe. Sorry, not Joe. Brickhead's going to be fortunate for Joe. We are seeing Migdot Stronghold for Joe going up at this point. Joe should potentially just be building a bunch of barracks at this point, and potentially just going straight to the mythic age, grabbing that Son of Osiris to deal with the Ragnarok, but maybe it's not going to be good enough. Maybe just with barracks, just getting axemen, and then you're going to be able to upgrade those to heavy pretty quickly because you've got a gigantic economy. Get yourself chariot archers and axemen to deal with the impending Ragnarok, which surely you know is coming. Brickhead's grabbing that well, no, Brickhead is not grabbing that town center. Joe does not think that that's happening at all. Okay, we are seeing Balder is coming through, so we are going to see a very fast attack here. We should start seeing these armor upgrades coming through. We're going to grab that PS armor, but you also need to grab the chain armor as well, just because of Axeman. Axeman will come up. We are seeing walls coming up now for Joe. So this is going to be a very all-in attack. Is it going to work? Is it not? It's basically, if it doesn't work, he's going to lose. If it works, Joe's going to fall. The unfortunate thing is this gold mine's still got a significant amount of gold left in it. If we jump over to Joe's perspective, we can see that's got 5,000 gold left in it, and this gold mine over here also has 5,000. So Brickhead has to actually split his army up into two, which basically means he's going to have to hit this side and this side with not that much population in either, and then cast flaming weapons and see what he can do there. We are seeing villagers moving in here, going to be picking off that wall. Brickhead is getting very close to that mythic age. I'm interested to see if it can come out. We are seeing chainmail coming through right now, and we are seeing copper weapons. So this is going to be an armory upgrade. It's going to be okay. Joe's sitting at no armor, so it's going to be nice there. Not throwing away the Valkyrie would be a great idea. Fortunately, that Valkyrie is going to fall to the Pharaoh and the priests. We are seeing a siege tower moving in now, so Brickhead is going to be taking quite a lot of heat from this siege tower. Not really able to kill it because you don't want to sacrifice those villagers to kill off that siege tower. So you're just going to have to take these losses at this point. We're seeing bronze shields coming through right now, as well as bronze weapons. So like I said, this is going to be a very interesting attack here. Who knows what's going to happen? We see quite a few villages. No, you're losing villages. No, Brickhead, no. Okay, we're going to cast Ragnarok straight away. Ragnarok comes through. We're going to cast flaming weapons straight away, I assume. All of these units are going to take a significant amount of damage from those cabinets, though. This is pretty big. We're seeing these Heroes of Ragnarok moving forward. Fire Giant coming through here. All of these Heroes of Ragnarok taking way too much damage from these cabinets. Just because you haven't does not mean you should cast it. Oh my god, he's sitting at 153 population. This is the very last ditch attempt. All of these Heroes of Ragnarok moving in now, going to be trying to take off these siege towers. We're seeing these heroes move forward, going to be trying to take out this location, going to cast forest fire and cast flaming weapons. In order to do this, we are seeing Axeman coming out. We've only got one barracks for Joe at this point. Joe's sitting at 154 population though, so this is going to do not that much damage at all. We're seeing more barracks getting thrown up right now. This town center is going to fall. This Migdal stronghold is going to fall. There has been a nice defense of this position, though. Those siege towers are falling at this point. We've got one battle ball over this location. Flaming weapons does get cast. All of this location is going to fall very, very fast now with these 24 HP Heroes of Ragnarok. Do not want to get these too close to the shore. They're going to take way too much damage from those cabinets. Need to move forward, pick off the gold mines, and stay on them at this point. We are seeing that these chariot archers are going to do a significant amount of damage. However, the war elephant going to get picked off by this fire giant. He's going to have to retreat there. We are seeing these Heroes of Ragnarok going to be moving over to this other side here. At this point, we do have this Migdal stronghold and this town center up. These Ragnarok heroes need to get over here, pick off this town center, pick off this Migdal stronghold, and pick off this location before flaming weapons falls. Not picking off houses, that's a waste of time. You need to get onto those gold mines and gold stuff. We're going to see if this is what is able to do here. Joe gonna have to figure out a way to defend against this. What is his gold income at this point? He's sitting at 500 gold, so he can produce quite a few mercenary. However, watch towers potentially might be the way to go here. We do see that these Heroes of Ragnarok are moving in at this point. This Migdal stronghold is going to take quite a significant amount of damage, but these chariot archers are going to be able to really do the pain at this point. We're seeing more barracks getting thrown up here. Axeman trying to get built here. Joe could probably sell some of that food in order to grab that fortified town centers, which he is grabbing at this point. So no mercenary at this point. We are seeing Brickhead going for this town center, which unfortunately not the place you want to be attacking just at this point. We are seeing that these chariot archers are going to be attempting to pick off these ox caravans. This fire giant's trying to move in here with these priests going to be picking that guy off, and we do see a couple of Heroes of Ragnarok going to be able to move in and try and pick off the Pharaoh at this point, which is nice. This town center looks like it is going to fall though, so Brickhead's still doing quite a bit of damage to Joe's base here, but Joe's going to be sitting at 136 population, and he's going to be able to defend this location here with the 2,000 gold left in it. So unfortunately, Brickhead not going to be able to clean up the economy of Joe with these Ragnarok heroes, and he's going to be doing quite a bit of damage here. Brickhead's now going to have to start rebuilding his economy. He's got four dwarves now. But he can sell some of that wood. He could sell some of that wood to start building some more of those dwarves and grab an ox caravan, which is kind of what you want to do to get this economy coming back in. We are seeing these heroes of Ragnarok moving in now, attempting to pick off this fortified town center. There are still 19 of them, so this fortified town center should fall, though they are taking damage from the Mythos stronghold, and we do see some heavy action coming in. So maybe this town center is not going to fall at all with all of those units there from Joe. Brickhead decides to tap out, says GG, not manage to do enough damage to Joe's economy there. He did. I actually think that this strategy would have worked had Brickhead sent half of his rag heroes over here and half of them over here and cast flaming weapons. I think he would have been able to gold starve and potentially take the game, just because Joe wouldn't have had any gold. He did have a terrible decision here fighting the army of Joe under cabinet fire. Cabinets do so much damage to human units. With what is it? They have like 3 projectiles. Yeah, I think 3 projectiles at 6 damage is quite a bit. What is that? 18 damage per shot with 4 of those. They basically kill off a hero in like 1 volley. So it's pretty crazy there. Anyways, I think Brickhead actually played this correct. He just didn't play he didn't execute this. He played the strategy correct. He didn't execute correctly, and unfortunately could not come away with a win. So we're up 1-0 for Joe in this best of 5 series. If you enjoyed this game, please rate, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you haven't already to see my videos as soon as they come out. My name's Boit, and I'm going to see you guys next time.